This story getting a lot of reaction this morning. A hearing-impaired student at Newfoundland's Memorial University says he is the target of discrimination by the school.
It was upsetting to me, as she was telling me, like I just wanted to get out of there as fast as I can.
He says he was forced to drop out of class after a professor refused to wear a microphone for religious reasons. The professor says she made an agreement with the school back in 1996, meaning she doesn't have to accommodate the student. Lots of questions about this. We need some details. So let's join Todd O'Brien this morning, live with us from the campus at Memorial University in St. John's. Good to see you on this story, Todd. Tell me a little bit more about the facts of the story and what you're hearing about it there on campus.
Well, as you said, Heather, he went into this class. First, he's a third-year history student, and the professor said, I can't wear this listening device. And it's a device that he absolutely needs in order to hear what's going on. So he went home, he dropped the course, and basically what we've been hearing is that this particular professor, Ranee Panjabi, it's happened in 1985 and in 1996. In the last time it happened, it really made a big splash here locally, and basically the university was supposed to have dealt with it then, and a student, Nancy McDonald, who was the person involved at that time, said she was under the understanding that it had all been dealt with, that if this ever happened again, the professor would be disciplined. But as we've been hearing in the last couple of days, the vice provost students here at Memorial University told us that they forgot about this agreement. Apparently, a lot of people forgot about this agreement with the professor, and somehow after 1996, they signed an agreement so that the professor doesn't have to wear this device.
I was so infuriated, and so I just lost a lot of respect for the university at that moment because they weren't looking after their students. She is being paid to do this, and once she walks through the doors of Memorial, her religion should not have any effect on the students that she teaches.
So, Todd, we heard there from the sister of the student in question. Coming back to the point that you made that this is something the university has dealt with before and now here before it again, what's its latest position?
Its latest position is, hey, there's two competing principles here, freedom of religion versus the freedom to actually get an education, which the university is legally obliged to follow. What they've said is they've tried to accommodate both. The professor obviously has been accommodated. She doesn't need to wear the device. The student, the university says he has been accommodated, but he doesn't get to take this third-year course, and he instead has to take another course. He's not upset with that. He'll be filing a report. He'll be filing a discrimination report with the Human Rights Commission.
Really interesting, Todd, and already people tweeting me their thoughts on the story. In fact, another of the professors on campus there at MUN saying it's an unacceptable stance, that this professor may have the support of the university but not of her fellow faculty members. A disgrace to our institution is how that poli-sci professor put it to me this morning. So obviously some very strong opinions on that, and we'll be back to you later this morning for more. Thank you very much. Todd there on campus at Memorial University.
Thanks.